Step back in time with me for a story that straddles the line between myth and reality. Picture a battlefield, swords drawn, and the clash of shields resounding in the chilly northern air. Among these warriors stands a figure so fearsome, so unstoppable, that legends say he could keep fighting with mortal wounds, bodies falling all around him, and still he'd rage on. Today, we're diving straight into the world of the Berserkers, Norse warriors whose ferocity still mystifies us 1,000 years later. If untold mysteries and warrior legends are your thing, you'll want to stick around till the very end. Trust me, some of these details are stranger than fiction. And if you'd like more stories like this in your feed, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. All right, let's get into it. You've probably heard the term going berserk thrown around. But did you know it comes from these very warriors? Back in the Viking Age, the best fighters weren't just skilled, they were almost superhuman. Berserkers weren't just feared, they were revered, walking the line between respect and terror. But what made them so different from your run-of-the-mill warrior? According to both legend and historical theory, berserkers didn't rely on weapons alone. Instead, they tapped into a wild, almost mystical force that transformed them on the battlefield. There's a belief that berserkers were more than just elite fighters. They were warrior-shamans. Imagine a Viking draped in a bear skin, not just for protection, but to literally become one with the animal's spirit. The theory goes like this. Before battle, these men would don bear hides and perform rituals to summon and embody the ferocity of the bear itself. Strength, stamina, untamed aggression. This wasn't just psychological warfare. Some say it was spiritual possession. And how did one become a berserker? Initiation rites were brutal. Picture this. Spending days, maybe weeks in the wilderness, living like a bear, hunting, scavenging, even raiding, all designed to erase the boundaries between man and beast. This wasn't simple cosplay. It was a total transformation. Once completed, these warriors became more than mortal, their humanity left behind on the forest floor. The Vikings weren't alone in this either. Cultures across Europe had their own brand of battle frenzy. But it's in the sagas and chronicles of Scandinavia that the berserkers achieved legendary status. Their rituals have mostly been lost to time. But here's a grisly hint from an old text called the Gesta Danorum. Bring your throat to its streaming blood and devour the feast of its body with ravenous jaws. Then new force will enter your frame. Could the secret have included drinking bear's blood and feasting on its flesh? Ritual, myth, and maybe a bit of psychological mind games all rolled into one. But all good things, or fearsome things, come to an end. By 1015, the infamous berserkers had grown so uncontrollable that Jarl Erik Harkonsson, a powerful Viking leader, made their practices illegal. Why? Besides their violent duels and habit of looting, Christianity was spreading fast through Scandinavia, and berserker rites were considered pagan sorcery. The church didn't look too kindly on men who claimed to bond with animal spirits, and the old gods were losing their hold. Yet, even decades after the outlawing, the berserker legend refused to die. Fast forward to the year 1066, the year everything changed. As King Harald Hardrada of Norway stormed England, there's a jaw-dropping tale from the battlefield. What anonymous Viking axeman, stood alone on a bridge, single-handedly holding off the entire English army, slaying dozens before eventually being outwitted and killed. Some historians suggest he was a berserker, his endurance and fury the stuff of sagas. It's almost cinematic to imagine. Wounds pouring blood, unstoppable rage, the embodiment of the bear until the body finally gave in. So, what was the secret behind this legendary rage? Some suggest mind-altering plants, magic mushrooms, henbane seeds found in Viking graves, even potent beer. The berserker fit is actually well described. Trembling, chills, swollen faces, wild howling, then the sudden, blinding fury of battle, supposedly immune to pain, swinging axes at friend and foe alike. Does this sound like spiritual possession or more like the effects of powerful psychoactive substances? It's up for debate, but some researchers point out that even the Aztecs used similar methods, donned jaguar pelts, and consumed hallucinogens to channel animal warriors. Was it shamanic ritual? Drugs? Both? Personally, I'm convinced it was a unique mix of mind and body, belief and biochemistry. The bear pelts and blood rituals, the trance-like dancing, the mind-bending effects of plants, all funneled into one purpose: to make these warriors unstoppable forces of nature. But what do you think? Was berserker fury the result of ancient psychedelics, spiritual ritual, or something else entirely? And do you think Christian kings like Harald Hardrada secretly kept the old ways alive? Drop your theories and wildest ideas in the comments. I want to hear your take. If you enjoyed this incredible piece of Norse history, hit like, leave your thoughts below, and subscribe for more stories like these every week. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep your mind sharp and your spirit fierce.